And we're back. I did catch ourselves a Dugtrio while we were between videos here, just to see what the location was. And the location is Alfornada Cavern. So technically it's not the Area 6, and so if we find Area 6, we could then actually get ourselves an encounter. If you're going to go with a Dugtrio, since we already have a Diglett, it would do the least harm to our Pokedex. So caught that thing real quick and was only mildly traumatized by the potential Sucker Punch coming in the entire time. But in general, I wasn't attacking that much, so I wasn't actually that scared of a Sucker Punch. Oh, there's two more of the Gimlets. Glimmerlet. Gimlet? Isn't a Gimlet just like a thing? Oh, I love all the Gibbles. I want a Gibble. But since we're looking like we're pretty appropriately leveled here, let me check on our party's health real quick. We did get a tiny bit low Nisamoto here. Let's try and battle some of these trainers. You look like either a hiker or a backpacker, which makes me think you're probably going to have either ground or rock. So I don't necessarily want to have Kiker out front. We haven't let a Tarka battle since he evolved. Let's throw a Tarka out front here. A Tarka is also very solid as an option for being able to tank a hit guaranteed, so that's another good reason to put him out there. I'll tell you why I'm so worried about the weather, because you hike and you care about getting wet. Alright, hiker likely to have rock types, ground types. Ground type, a little bit awkward there, unfortunate. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to lead on Kaikar, is because normally I'd want to Volt Switch to get out of this sort of situation, but we can't Volt Switch into a ground type. We could go into Zerda. The problem is if it has a rock type move, we are just going to get bopped. We go out into Isamaru and Trailblaze. At what level are you? You're level 44? Why are these things getting so strong so fast? Small chance it has Earth Power. At level 44, I feel like it's not going to have Earth Power yet. I don't know if Hippowdon tends to be a special or physical attacker. I think it's just kind of a defensively bulky Mon. I think we can throw up an Iron Defense here. You actually have Earthquake already. Wow, that's going to hurt, but it shouldn't knock us out. Okay, that's good. That was almost 90 damage, so it looks like a crit doesn't even take us out from full HP either, which is good. I mean, obviously we're sturdy, so it wouldn't take us out in that regard. But I do think we can get ourselves into a decent situation here. Where we can set up an Iron Defense or two. The next one shouldn't do too much. We just need to live one crit the second time that I go for an Iron Defense. And then I feel like we're pretty okay. Earthquake only has 10 PP as well. We could stall that out if we need to. There's the crit. Holy, I'm glad I healed. Okay, and thank goodness for a Rock type 2, so the Sandstorm doesn't matter. Well, Cyber Potion even get us the Hyper Potion doesn't even get us the full. That's kind of scary. Man, we could switch here, but we've got some things that are immune to ground, but then very weak to rock, and like I don't think we can really hit it back very well on Kaikar. I don't think we can take it very well on Kaza as well. I think we just have to heal here and hope to dodge another crit for a second. I'm gonna use a Max Potion just to get us all the way up to full. That was Earthquake number 2? Pretty sure it was Earthquake number 2. Maybe it was Earthquake number 3. That might have been 3. So this could be 4. Okay, so I'm going to set up another Iron Defense here. We need you to not crit exactly this turn. Or set up Assault Cure. We go down to a crit if we're ever below full HP anyway. So what does an extra Iron Defense here really set up for us? That did 50 damage, wouldn't kill us with okay, well, never mind. It still would kill us because it's different. I think let's go for Assault Cure here. We're actually faster than you. That's kind of wild. Hippowdon must be really slow. But I got to start getting in some damage. We can't just do this forever. And we just hope... Okay, Roar. So we actually use a negative priority move. Interesting. Okay. Does Salt Cure stay if we get switched out? Is it like Fire Spin or is it like Wrap, where the Pokemon has to be in to be doing it? I guess we'll find out. Buffeted by the Sandstorm. Annoying. I'm just so worried about you having a Rock type move. If you have a Rock type move, we're so toasted on here. Okay, so the Salt Cure does continue to hurt. We can't really switch back into an Earthquake here, unfortunately, for a Tarka. We could switch into Isamaru and hope that he can just take an attack. These things just jumped in levels. Like the last person had a level 40 as their ace, and this one's suddenly up to 44 as their first Pokemon. That's kind of wild. 79 defense, 89 defense, 120 defense. It's so much higher. But I guess it's probably Isamaru comes in here, and we can start hitting with a Trailblaze. It's possible we could actually make good use of comeuppance here. I'm not that confident we can take an Earthquake and stay at over half HP, though, is the problem. Take down, please miss. That's actually really good. We're going to take... The Sandstorm subsided. Oh, that's such good timing. Okay. So now, wildly enough, I think we go for comeuppance. And hope that it hits us with a move that doesn't knock us out and that it doesn't go for a roar. You went for roar. Come on. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. I always combine the Dark Knight plus the Matrix in that one. You've got Morpheus being like, stop trying to hit me and hit me. And then you've got, you know, the Joker's like, hit me. Come on. Hit me. Come on. I want you to hit me. Hit me. Come on. I want you to hit me. I always end up doing like a weird bad Joker impression of Morpheus. You fell asleep. Did you rest? I didn't look at what it did there. I assume it rested. So we're just going to start hitting it then. We're faster than you, or you're using a negative priority move. Now we're definitely going to be faster than you. That was a crit. Oh, dang it. That sucks that that was a crit because that was actually really good damage. So you're asleep for at least one more turn, if that was rest, which I assume it was, because I assume you rested, then got hit by the Salt Cure. Salt Cure is really good. That's a really good move. It does a considerable amount of damage. The fact that it does double to some things that Rock's weak against, too, is pretty sweet. So you're going to be asleep this turn still. And then I think we just knock you out. So thank you for going to sleep. That big load off my back there for worrying how someone was going to go down. Won't knock you out with the Salt Cure, I don't think. But considerably faster now with our boosted speed. I'm just a little scared at how fast these things are getting up in levels, man. Like a 4-level jump between the ace of the last Pokemon trainer and the starting one for this. It's kind of spooky, especially with that they're having fully evolved things now. We still have a pretty considerable weakness to Rock, too. Zerto wants to an Aerial Ace. I think you're a physical attacker. Never mind. We are unlikely to ever use Agility, because we're already fast as heck. So I think I'm okay learning an Aerial Ace here. It's not that strong, but it never misses. I mean, why would I learn Aerial Ace when I'm just going to use Acrobatics in, like, any situation? Why would I not? Yeah, whatever. We won't learn Aerial Ace. We're unlikely to want to use Agility at any point, but I think we just stick it out here with Isamaru and just hope that Isamaru can take this thing out. It has some dark coverage. It might have fighting coverage is my concern. We might be faster than it at this point, considering we've Trailblazed 3 times. I would expect us to be faster. So we'll just hit it. Hit it pretty hard. That's pretty good. Speed goes up. Rock Slide. Okay, that's going to hurt a bit, but hopefully not too badly. Okay. That's okay. And then... Oh, it's not guaranteed to knock out here. You did 60 damage, so a high roll and we're done if this doesn't knock out. But it looks like we should knock out unless we high rolled into... Okay. If we high rolled, then we low roll and doesn't knock it out, and it low rolled, then high rolls, it could knock us out. But I can't play around that. I can't play around that. It could also go for Accelerock and just hit us, but that wouldn't knock us out. Oh, are you kidding me? Don't let it come true. Don't you dare. Don't you dare low roll into high roll, as I high roll into low roll. Thank goodness. Okay, he high rolled into low roll apparently, so now we're good. I have to play around Accelerock actually. I can't risk that. If he goes for the Rock Quick Attack, then it doesn't matter how fast we are, we would get knocked out. And if they're a good trainer, they'll go for it. I'm not sure how good their AI is, but got to play around that. We went for a Rock Slide. Okay, so we... Okay, same exact situation we found ourselves in last time. He's not going for the Accelerock, it seems. Even if he does go for the Accelerock, this time it doesn't knock us out, so we're good. Okay. I'm catching myself with some little optimizations there. That and the going to rely on Sturdy when they had Mole Breaker. Realizing that one, it was like a bit of indication for my internalized Pokemon knowledge. So I'm feeling pretty good there. Okay, dicey battles though. Oh my goodness. I mean, we need to battle because we're under leveled. So if we're not battling, then we're not getting levels, and it's just going to only get worse from here. I love the auto heal feature. It's so good. Let's check how we're doing on potions. We might be out of regular potions soon. Nope, plenty. Okay, cool. And let's keep on keeping on in this cave. Guess we'll hop on this this bad boy. Kind of want to get out of the cave at this point and into a new area to hopefully get ourselves an encounter. Okay, South Province Area 6. We can get a new Pokemon here. Let's go heal up real quick, and then we'll probably battle that guy. though he is a little spooky looking, so I'm not that confident. Oh man, they've got some serious levels here. What do we do? What do we do? What is our next goal? We could go to the false dragon titan, but I feel like the last titan's going to be pretty darn strong. It's also just really hard to tell what level they are. How many do you want me to battle here, sir? 2 trainers here? We got to be 7? And I guess the good news is that there are 5 more trainers for us to battle. And that's a pretty good experience. There's a Klefki, there's another Klefki. We're going to hop off of this for a second. Okay, we've got Fido and its evolution, presumably. I assume that has to be its evolution. Nothing else makes any sense. What would we like out of this area? We would like something that helps with our weakness to rock still. I'm really feeling that rock weakness. Even when we still had... What are you? Oh, the Sinisty. Okay, or whatever evolves into Sinisty. I forget which one's which. I'm very worried I'm going to run into a tiny Pokemon and have a bad encounter for us. So I'm gonna hop off of the Pokemon here and just walk around for a second. I am mildly worried about the Pokemon that we encounter here being fairly high level. But at the same time, oh, right near the Psychic Gym. Okay, oh, that's actually kind of scary. That means the Psychic Gym is probably pretty high level then, if it's in this area. But it is cool that we accidentally found the Psychic Gym. That's the first time I've just like stumbled into one of these locations, and that's actually like productive for us. Okay, we are, you're what Kaza is. I was very confused. We do not want a Chansey. I don't think we want that little floaty thingy. We are going to grab these. This is... Feels like it's going to be a while before we get another encounter outside of this one, so I want to be... Oh my goodness, you came for me. Good lord, you were hauling it towards me. That is scary. He was going for the throat. That's pretty scary. Okay, we got a Lycanroc, got a Donphan. I know I said I'm going to hop off of this thing, but then I immediately got back on, and I should get back off because that is being silly. But at the same time, if a Pokemon charges at us, we aren't fast enough to get away if we're not on the Miraidon. So that's why I'm 50-50 on how I want to go about this. We definitely don't need a Rufflet. You're just another thing. We already have 2 flying types. We really don't need a flying type. I would go for a new cool looking Pokemon, or one that we've already seen that seems like it'd be good against rock. What other things are we weak to? Rock and ground is also pretty tough for us. Ground is pretty tough. We have immunities to ground, but ground types so often have rock coverage that I feel like flying types can't reliably deal with it. So that's unfortunate. We have a Mudspray. I mean, you are technically strong against rock, but you're not really what I'm looking for. You could run really fast, so I'm gonna get on here. We should actually real quick. What level are you? Please. 39? Okay, 39 is totally reasonable for us. That's actually right where we want to be. If we find an evolved Pokemon, it could be slightly stronger. Okay, there's the Stork Bombardier, Storkabombier, Storkadeer, Storkadabur. I don't remember what the bird's called. The bird that drops rocks and looks like it's pooping out giant stones. Definitely not what we want. Again, weak to rock is a death sentence for us. Okay, I'm very worried Donphan's going to charge me here. So I'm going to zip up the hill a little bit, and we're going to keep looking for ideally something new. We've not really seen anything that exciting yet. A bunch of old Pokemon, and then a bunch of things we've already seen before. I feel... There's no way that this is the thing that evolves into Kaza, right? It's so small. But, like, the color scheme is similar. That might be a bird. Maybe there's a middle stage that makes it make more sense, but that does look reminiscent of Kaza, at least. So maybe I'm onto something there. So if we do accidentally hit one of those, then I would maybe look it up to see if we have species or not, because I feel like there's a middle stage I'm missing, because it goes from tiny little bird into really big. But then again, so does like Wimpod into Golisopod. There's also a big size jump there, so it's not unheard of. Yeah, I would really like something here. We're near the water. Okay, so you're probably water, but you're probably water electric, and that makes me mildly nervous because you're still weak to ground, which is another thing we have a problem with. I just want a new cool Pokemon. Why are there no new cool Pokemon? Like anywhere. Except for when we do find them, I instantly die. Okay, ghost type Whooper. Where else can we go here? Okay, we got some Go-Goats. Let's go over here maybe? Oh, we can glide. We can glide. Oh, let's glide over here. Okay, I forgot we can glide. I'm scared about the landing. I'm scared about landing directly on a Pokemon. Did we already come up this way? Did we come up this same spot? We might have just come up this way. That could be crazy. But let's go to a slightly different terrain type and see if new stuff spawns. I'm worried we need to train up before the Psychic Gym. I really am. I'm very worried about how strong that gym's going to be, considering how strong the trainers were leading up to it. Also kind of wild that the Pokemon here seem like they're a little bit weaker than I would have expected. Okay, got a TM for ourselves. Earth Power! Ooh, that's actually really good for us. That's really good coverage for rock types. We have a sparkly looking Pokemon. Okay, drop. Carefully, carefully now, carefully. Okay. Play Rough is also really good. We're finding some sweet TMs here. Okay. We're in Area 4 now. No! Take me back up! Take me back up! No! Did I heal at the Poké Center up there? I did, right? I did. I can fly up there, right? Hang on. Let's drop down. Drop down. It's not... I'm pushing the B button like several times, I promise. Can I fly back up there, please? Please, 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 please. We can. Thank goodness. Okay. Alfornada is... Okay. Did I have the psychic thing marked the entire time? It just said my flag was on that. I said I accidentally found it. That's because I wasn't looking at the map the entire time, and I completely forgot what our goal was. So we need to get an encounter here still, and I want something interesting and new. Is there a new terrain type we could find for ourselves? Well, it's going to be this thing, because I didn't see it. I swear it rendered in at the last second there, and so this is our encounter now. At least it's new. You look like you might have fire typing, which means you're going to be weak to rock too. Oh no. That's terrible. You look like you're like a fire... You can't be fire ghost too, right? Please don't also be fire ghost. That's so not a type we need. I don't know how to hit you here. Tempted to just throw a quick ball. I don't know if we can buy quick balls though. All right. You know, let's not be too precious, but let's just see if we can catch this and move on. I would have rather... Oh, not even close. Come on. Ooh, are you fairy type? I'd be okay adding a fairy type to our squad. Okay, you're gonna hurt by Rocky Helmet. That's fine. Let's just set up an iron defense. I'm afraid to hit with a rock type move because I'm afraid we might knock it out if it is fire. If it's fire fairy, that's kind of cool. Again, weak to rock. Totally not what we need here, but... I would have much rather just caught the evolved version of it, but then again, if it's this high of a level, it's possible it's just close to evolving anyway, and so maybe we just level it up once and it evolves. We'll see. We're just going to throw a Great Ball at it. If it starts getting too low here, I will switch. That way we don't knock it out with Rocky Helmet. Alright, easy enough. Let's go. Okay, what are you going to be? I need to know what type you are in order to get a better feel for what sort of color scheme I think you are magic card-wise. Wants to learn Stealth Rock. Didn't you already try to learn Stealth Rock? We're not learning Stealth Rock. Sorry, not happening. Just pure ghost. Interesting. Okay, so you're just a ghost dog. Okay, the ghost dog Pokemon. All right, let's name you. Let's see. Ah, that's the wrong tab. What's a good name for a ghosty dog? A female ghost dog. Okay. Let's go with... Ooh, okay, I like Drana. Let's go with Drana. Ghost dog Drana. Alright, let's check out your summary here. We don't really need a ghost type. Special attack down, special defense up. That seems fine because it seems like you are a physical attacker anyway. It's strong-willed. Do we add you to the team? I'm tempted to add you to the team, at least temporarily. To see if you evolve if we level you up one time. I like having our electric coverage. Like, we don't really need Zerda now, I guess, is maybe our weakest link. Because we have fire coverage, we have flying coverage, so you're not providing us anything new here. So as lame as it might be to get rid of Zerda here, Zerda is an old Pokemon, so I'm a little more willing to let it go back into the party. And then I am... it feels a little silly to just rare candy it if we have a rare candy, but at the same time I'm like, kind of want to see if you evolve. I want to see if it evolves. It's a little greedy to do this when we do actually have Pokemon that need to level up. It didn't level up. That's a shame. That makes me worry that it needs a stone of some kind. Let's just scroll through real quick, make sure. Oh, don't tell me you level up in some weird way. Like, what level was the... Hang on, hop off here real quick. What level are you? You're level 42. So in theory, they can exist at level 42. Does it have to evolve at night or some nonsense? Or level up at night? Oh my goodness, I hope that's not the case. A little disappointed that we ran into a ghost type accidentally. I would have rather found something that would help us with our weakness. But then again, we're about to go into the psychic type gym, so having another ghost type isn't the worst thing, I suppose. Also, there's a potential call for adding Razaketh back to the team, just because he is Dark Bug and that's really good against Ghost. Behold these muscles. Sounds like you have a fighting type. If you have a fighting type, then I think Neheb could take you out. So we're going to battle some trainers a little bit, get a little bit of experience here, get a better feel for maybe what the levels are like here. And get into the 40s, low 40s at least before we go battle this gym. Feels pretty appropriate. Revavroom. Okay, so there's at least one more stage of this thing. When does it become like an actual gigantic car? Is that a real thing, or is this the final evolution? So we saw you as being Steel something? You might be Steel Fire. I'm going to do the Torchong and hope you don't have something that absorbs fire type moves. Blah, blah. Okay, so you're Steel Poison? Steel Ghost? I don't know what you are still. I can't figure it out. Who's trying to learn Swagger? We're almost certainly not learning Swagger, but I'm curious who's learning it. Yeah, sorry, you're not learning that. Swagger is just... Ever since they made Confusion 1/3 chance to hurt yourself in your Confusion, it's not worth going for Swagger. There's just no chance that that pays off for you. Okay, so looking pretty good level-wise for these trainers. We're going to immediately see something cool, aren't we? Sylveon's pretty cool, actually, but again, not a new Pokemon. All right, are there any more trainers about? I feel like we saw some more trainers. Let's zoom around and see what we can find. I would like to battle some people. And now I don't have to worry about running into Pokemon, so I can pay a little bit more attention to the overall scenery here and see if there's any trainers. Ultra Ball, very nice. Sad that our Quick Ball went to waste, but I mean, that's what you gotta do with Quick Ball. Throw it on turn 1, hope it works. Ooh, here we go. Found ourselves a trainer. Put my trained legs to use. Hang on, did we take any damage in the last fight? Took a little bit. Top ourselves off. I feel like Neheb's a pretty good lead here. He's pretty strong for us. 1, 2, 1, 2. I've trained using the tortuous long staircase in front of the school. Okay. Gotcha. There's a bird sleeping under that tree. I can tell what it was. Alright, still sad that we haven't found anything to put on other than our school uniform. Okay, this is actually fantastic typing for Neheb here. Sawsbuck is... We are immune to one of its types and resistant to the other, so I am not at all worried about this thing here. Completely lost my train of thought halfway through that sentence. Alright. Flamethrower takes it out right away. I figured we could go for Torch Song, but also I'm like, we probably don't need the stat boost. But then looking at it, he has 2 more Pokemon, so maybe I should have gone for a Torch Song. Golduck, never mind. We would have been switching anyway, so it works out. Let's go out into Kaikar here. Again, I don't love the fact that we have so many single types on our team. We have a Dark type, a Ghost type, and a Psychic type as all just singular types, which isn't really what we're looking for. Let's get a better angle here. That's something I should do a little more often, is probably get a better view of the fight, but I'm focused on like the actual moves and things, not the view necessarily. Hit you with a little Electro Ball, might not knock you out because Golduck is somewhat fast, but I don't really want to Volt Switch, so... So now we could volt. There's no reason to volt switch, whatever. We could volt switch, and then it would probably give us the option to switch again anyway, but it's needlessly cute. All right, what you got? What you got last? Okay, Pyroar. Okay, normal fire. We could send a Tarka. Seems like a Tarka's a pretty good fit for this. Okay, so I'm liking this team so far. It feels like, at least against this guy's Pokemon, it feels like we have a pretty good answer to things. And he had a Grass, Water, Fire core, and we haven't answered each of those. That's pretty good. And against Psychic, a Tarka is not going to be very useful for us, unfortunately, just because we are... Oh, hello there. Not very specially defensive, and we don't resist anything, so... Okay, hit you with the Rocky Helmet. We're going to go for a Salt Cure here just because I wasn't sure what it was going to hit me with, and I wasn't sure how much a Rock Slide would have done. It looks like a Rock Slide would have actually knocked it out with that Rocky Helmet damage, but Salt Cure is good, so we're just going for a Salt Cure. Now let's go for another Salt Cure for sure because it's 100% accurate, and we just want to make sure we hit this with anything, and then we're good to go. You can Fire Fang me all you like. Please don't burn me or flinch me. Rocky Helmet. Salt Cure. Okay, good. The Tarka likes to flinch, as we've seen, so let's do it right there. So I like our just pyramid of salt. Does he have a face in there? He does have a face in there. We still have the one little block for the face coming through all the designs. I like that. Big fan of a Tarka. Big fan. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. You wish training your legs also made your Pokemon stronger. Well, sadly, that's not how it works. Unless you're running around with Zarium, and then that actually is how it works. But then they'll, unfortunately, get smacked immediately. Okay, Lycanroc, okay. Depending on the angle that I approach some of these Pokemon from, I have a really hard time telling what they are at times. Are you a Pokemon or you're a child? You're just a trainer. Okay, how are we looking on HP? Top off a Tarka real quick, make sure we've got Sturdy active, and let's go. We'll lead on to Heb here. Gonna battle a few trainers, and once we feel like we're doing pretty well here, then we'll look towards the gym. Again, our typings are really good for this gym, I think. We've got 2 Ghosts and a Dark, so I'm feeling okay. Ooh, Execute. Okay, okay. How many Pokemon do you have? If you have more than 1 Pokemon, I'll go for the... Okay, never mind. We're going to go for Flamethrower. Don't need a Torch Song here because I think we knock this thing out in 1 to 2 hits regardless. 1 hit. There we go. Excellent. I'm starting to feel like Neheb does a lot of damage, and I like the little bird on his head. That's very cute. I'm a big Neheb fan. Big fan. Big fan. He's looking pretty sweet. I like his design. I'm curious as to what Quaxley looks like long term. That looks like the Grass Fire Angry Bird up there. So that would have been an okay addition to the team. Doesn't really solve our rock problem as much as maybe something else could, but it's not bad. It's pretty okay. We at least get stab into it, and I think we're neutral to it. Ooh, Hurricane. Oh, Hurricane's really good. Hang on. Especially for Kaikar, because Kaikar is a special attacking flyer. If we can learn that, that's sweet. Let's see. I don't know where it goes. Ooh, Chilling Water could also be good. Never mind. We don't have anyone who can learn it. Icy Wind, Rock Power, Venom Shock, Smart Strike's really good too. Nobody can learn that. Okay, good. Good. Classic. Love that. Flash Cannon? Flash Cannon's not bad, but I think we're okay for now. Play Rough is good. Play Rough could be good coverage on our boy, but we also have Play Rough on another one, so we have some fairy coverage there, so I don't think we're going to worry about too much. Hurricane. I would love for you to learn Hurricane here. It's possible that Kaikar's going to learn Hurricane like any minute now, but look at how much higher our special attack is. It's like half again our attack, and so getting rid of Pluck for this, much higher base power, inaccurate move for sure. We're gonna miss some, but that just kind of comes with the territory. Terra Blast is just hits hard. It's a hard hitting move. We could teach anything Terra Blast. Are all of our things just like, do they literally just have the same Terra type as they do? So Terra type Fire, Dark, Rock, Ghost, Electric, Psychic, Fire. Okay, yeah, they all just stay the same. Not really a surprise there. It seems like you've kind of got to either change your Terra type somehow, like they mentioned, or find one that's... I thought I ran into the tree to find something. Rare Candy. Okay, cool. We replaced our Rare Candy. Excellent. Ooh, Sludge Bomb's pretty good, actually. Sludge Bomb is a good move. It's possible that Kaza can learn that. Ran into a tree. No Pokemon jumped out. Okay, excellent. I thought we were going to have to battle something there. Grass Terra Shard. I still don't know what the Terra Shards really do for us. Okay, we've got a trainer here. Check out our HP real quick. Looking great. Forgot we one-shot everything in the last fight. And by everything, I mean the one ICQ. Alright. So it looks like getting the national decks finished would take you a long time. There's a lot of Pokemon in this. There's not necessarily that many new Pokemon. Ooh, Bramblegast. You look almost the same as Bramblin. I think that was what its original form was. You just got glasses and a little smile. Okay, it's not a very considerable evolution, but you know, it doesn't add much, but you know, it doesn't take away anything either. I think it's still a cool looking Pokemon, but I am a little bit less heartbroken about losing ours because it's not a big change, right? It doesn't look like it's like some awesome like evolution, and maybe there's another stage. There could also be another stage. I don't know. For all I know, it gets bigger, but I don't know how you really improve much while still being a Tumbleseed. And Tumbleseed? Is that what it's called? Is that what they're called? Tumbleseeds? No. Tumbleweeds! They're called tumbleweeds. Oh my goodness, I just forgot English for a moment there. Come get up. There we go. Thank you. There's a whole Gallade over here? What level are you? I don't really want to fight you, but I'm curious what level you are. 41? Okay, that's not that bad. In fact, I actually think you're actually some good experience here now. Hello, sir. Please battle me. Thank you. I think we can take this thing out with a Shadow Ball, maybe 2 Shadow Balls. And I think it's fairly safe to do so. Famous last words, but in theory, we should be able to fight a wild Pokemon that's on par with our level that we have a type advantage into, right? Without too much difficulty. Aerial Ace, that's fine. Actually kind of hurts. That being a non-stab move, I'm actually a little bit worried about how much like a Psycho Cut crit would do. But that's okay. Take you out here real quick. Might not be the most exciting of episodes for us here today, but we do have a little bit of chores to take care of, let's say. And this is a good way to explore a little bit, fight some trainers, and get some more engaging battles in than just purely... Oh, hang on. That's a Gimmickle coin. Right? Yeah, it is. I don't want to fight you, Golduck. I do want to go up this tower, though. Oh, there's another Gimmickle coin. Right? These things are kind of hard to spot, but I'm getting them in general, I think. Maybe I've missed like dozens, and you've been yelling at me in the comments. I don't know. Hello? We really can't climb this. What? Really? Because it's slightly tilted, and we can't ride Miraidon here. So then how do I get off? Okay, now I can ride Miraidon. It was just we were facing an angle that we couldn't quite fit him in, I guess. I thought we were gonna be stuck, and I was gonna be sad. Speaking of, let's actually just go ahead and save just in case, because I don't want to get stuck like that and have it actually matter. Okay. Let's head back to the town, I guess, and get ready for the Psychic type gym. I wouldn't mind battling another trainer or two if there are some. I would like to get whatever the reward TM is and get the bit of extra experience, but I also don't want to just mill around for too much longer here. Let's head up. I definitely think we dodged a couple of trainers on the way up. And so we'll take a quick little peek here. I swear there's somebody over here somewhere, right? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I'm crazy? Let's grab this item. Okay, not mad at EXP candies. Those are actually very helpful. We might chug on a couple of those real quick. Aha! I don't think we've battled you yet, right? No, there's no way we battled you. I'm so worried. What are you worried about? Worried about getting your butt kicked in this battle? A child out all on your own? Why? You have me worried sick. I've got to get you back to town. So you're going to try to send us back to the Poke Center by making us white out? That's the goal? Alright, sure. If he was actually concerned for a child, then I feel like this is not at all the correct course of action to battle them. But whatever, sir. Okay, we've got a Raichu here. Ooh, I forgot to heal. That's unfortunate. We don't have a ground type. So we don't have anything that can take this hit very well, other than Heb. So let's just... We're not going to be faster than it. Let's just Torch Song it. Electric Terrain, that's okay. That's going to power up Electric type moves a bit, right? Electric Current runs across the battlefield, so Electric type moves will do a bit more damage, and things now can't sleep, if I recall. Good bit of damage there. Where's our special attack? I'm going to heal here just to be extra cautious. I just want to scout out like a Thunderbolt, see how much a Thunderbolt does with the electric terrain. It's possible we could just knock out here. It's possible that by doing this we get ourselves into a bad cycle. We had 110 HP. That did a lot of damage. So we would have lived it, and now we're in a bad spot. So sure enough, my cowardice is biting us here. Let's check our special defenses, see who it seems has the highest special defense. I'm gonna actually look at the correct one. There was one time I was trying to compare attack, and I was calling it special attack the entire time, but I was looking at attack. I was looking at the correct stat the entire time. I was just saying the wrong one. So we have 76, 80. We actually have pretty high special defense here. Wow, that's surprising. It might actually be. It might actually be a Tarka then. A Tarka could come in here. Got pretty good special defense. It's not great. It should be slightly healthier. And then I don't know how we get ourselves out of this cycle still. Having switched in, we'll probably need to heal this turn unless it goes for agility or something dumb or double team. Thunderbolt. Yeah, just going for Thunderbolt. We can also wait for the electric terrain to fade. That's something we can do. I think we might need to wait for the electric terrain to fade, unfortunately. This is doing just enough where a crit obviously beats us and a high roll's getting a little dicey. I'm not sure exactly what Please miss. Thank you. I did not expect a focus blast out of you. We're gonna hit you with a salt cure then. We know we can live a focus blast even if it does connect because of our sturdy. It might not actually put us into lethal anyway. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Here with the salt cure, so that way we are good to start going on a little bit of tick damage. That actually might knock you out with the tick damage here. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Sorry, I figured from that range a rock slide would knock it out, but I really didn't want to miss. If a rock slide missed, I would have been pretty upset there. Okay, so that was your first of 3 Pokemon. It was already a little dicey. Raichu just hits hard. Neheb is trying to learn Hyper Voice. That's a strong attack. Does a lot of damage. 90 base damage? I mean, we've got Shadow Ball to cover Psychic with Snarl against Ghost types. We have Shadow Ball, which is still super effective against Ghost types. What else is Dark good into? That's really it, right? Ghost and Psychic? That's it? So we actually have coverage for that with Ghost? Is there any reason not to? I guess we'll learn Hyper Voice. It hits hard. We've got dark coverage on other Pokemon for sure. We have an entire dark Pokemon, and I feel like we're pretty okay there. Okay, the electricity is gone now, and you're going to send out Electros, which has no weaknesses, basically, because you have Levitate, and so you are pretty solid for us here. What do we send out here? Let's let Drana get a little bit of screen time. Let's let Drana get out there. You're our highest level Pokemon as well, so you should be okay in that regard. You are unevolved, which is a little bit scary, but I don't... Well... Electros gets crunched, doesn't it? I think it does. I think it does get crunched. I'm really hoping that you can live a singular non-stab crunch. Now I'm going to go for a Phantom Force here. Just Thunderbolting me, okay, that's a little scary. Whew, that did a lot of damage. Okay, Phantom Force, now it should miss. It'll miss the next turn, and then we'll hit it, and then we'll decide what the heck we do into this Thunderbolting thing. This guy definitely has like a whole electric team going. That did no damage. Oh my goodness. Drana, I'm disappointed in you. What do we do here then? Who can eat the Thunderbolt very well? We like, I want Minsk back. Where's Minsk? Oh, losing our ground type is so rough. Just, we don't have anything good here. Neheb could probably take it, but a crit would knock us out if we switched in. We could switch into Kaikar, but then we can't even like hurt it. We have Volt Absorb actually. Hang on. The fact that we have Volt Absorb makes me more confident in this decision here because we won't even take any damage. I thought coming in it'd be neutral, but coming in and negating the attack entirely lets me heal up a Tarka, and then I can look at switching a Tarka in the next round. Why? Why would you go for Rock Tomb? What does this read? What does that read? That's annoying. That's really, really annoying. I'm glad that you showed me that you have that coverage, but Why would you go for that? Why would you go for that? He dropped my speed, so I'm a little bit worried about volt switching here just to get in some chip damage. Oh, a crit Rock Tomb just one-shots us. Oh, man, you can't play around a crit every time, but what are your defenses like here, Kaza? Pretty bad? Wow, your defenses are pretty low. I mean, Atarka definitely lives a Rock Tomb. The question is, do we live a Thunderbolt? I think the answer is no. I feel so dumb just switching into attacks constantly. That's unfortunate. Let's put out Isamaru here and hope that we can tank a hit pretty decently. Isamaru's defenses are okay. If it hits us with another Rock Tomb, then I feel alright. Problem is, I don't know if we can take a Rock Tomb into a Thunderbolt, and we definitely can't take a Thunderbolt into a Thunderbolt. There's the Rock Tomb again. Okay, that's okay. That makes me feel pretty confident we can take a Thunderbolt here, because that did a lot less damage than I thought it would. We're going to heal up Atarka here, because Atarka is our best bet to come in here, and we can... We don't have Mud Bomb anymore, do we? That's unfortunate. There's the Thunderbolt. That did a lot. Okay, and you paralyzed us. That doesn't matter. Unfortunate. Okay, now we gotta switch into Atarka. Man, we are playing so many of these fights the same way. We're just heavily, heavily reliant on Atarka here. But these Pokemon are strong, and they do so much damage out of nowhere, man. I'm still mad that he went for the Rock Tomb out of nowhere. That was such a dumb read. Like, you've spammed Thunderbolt every single turn, except the one where I send out my my good type for it. Okay, so I think we just have to hope to dodge a crit here. I hate it, but we've got to get the Salt Cure going. There's the Thunderbolt, just one turn. Thank you, thank goodness, thank goodness. Okay, get the Salt Cure going. Now we start getting some damage in. Start healing up a little bit, and we're just gonna heal tank this out again because we're stuck in the same situation we always get ourselves stuck into, where I'm reliant on doing this. But we have some glaring weaknesses on the team, and like we have nothing to answer electric types anymore, and we have... This isn't gonna get me to full anymore? That's kind of scary. I mean, a crit doesn't take us out even without having Sturdy online. It's just a little bit scary that we're getting out of range of Hyper Potions for getting Sturdy back online. That's a little spooky. Thunderbolt, yeah. We're gonna get paralyzed eventually. I'm not messing around. You go down, like, basically next turn anyway. I'm just gonna keep healing. Like, there's no reason to risk the crit here, right? Like, the crit takes us out. We defeat you in 2 turns of just healing anyway. No reason to risk it. If we lose Atarka, our entire defensive part of our team falls apart entirely. But this is a bit alarming that we're having this much trouble with just a random trainer. Okay, that did how much damage? Purpose Salt Cure. We might live a crit. It did 60 something. It's really, really borderline to the point where there's no point in risking it. There's no point, right? That's the problem I keep getting into. Is like, I would like to play where we're attacking more and being, you know, more of an aggressive battler, but all it does is just increase risk. All it does is increase our risk, and so I'm not willing to do it here. Not right before a gym. If we lose our defensive Mon right before a gym, I'm very scared for us. And man, that really... Alright, we picked up Earth Power. We should look at teaching something Earth Power, because clearly we are struggling against these types. Okay, Luxray's a physical attacker. I'm pretty confident here in staying out with Atarka, even though Atarka's mid HP here. Intimidate. That's annoying. That is annoying. But we're just going to Salt Cure you here and assume that I can live any one move you go for. The Light Screen is A-okay for me. I might heal after this one just to scout. I don't think Luxray gets any fighting type coverage. I know it gets dark coverage. Yeah, we do not do much damage with the initial hit of Salt Cure. But Salt Cure is a good move still. Big fan of Salt Cure. We also did get intimidated, so we're doing a little bit less. Okay. You know what? I've been saying I'm tired of being a coward. We're going to Terra Slice and Rock Slide it. Terra Slice, Rock Slide here. I doubt Luxray has any one electric type move that does more damage than the Raichu or anything. So I feel pretty okay there. Luxray tends to be a physical attacker, and so we have a higher defense anyway. So we take a physical attack way better than we take a special attack regardless. So why? Okay, thank you. Thank you for not critting me or anything. But you're making me eat my words, saying that you're not going to be hitting us with a special attack, and it's not going to be a stronger one than Thunderbolt is. And you hit me with Thunder, which is like the only one that could possibly fit that description. Okay. Okay, Luxray, making me just seem like I know nothing about Pokemon. I see how it is. Well, that's what we get for being aggressive, I guess. That still did a lot less damage than I thought a Terraslize Rock Slide would after just one Intimidate, too. Thunder Miss? Let's go. Okay, cool. Now we'll hit you, because why wouldn't we hit you now? There's no reason not to. We'll go for a Salt Cure, because why not? We risk missing a Rock Slide, so why not? Okay, Thunder, hit, doesn't matter. No way it knocks us out. Okay, cool. That's what I'm saying. That is a stronger move, and that still did about as much damage as the Thunderbolts were doing. And it's what, 40 base power higher? Maybe only 30 base power higher. But still, stronger for sure. But Luxray doesn't have that high of a special attack. A little bit more of a physical electric attacker. So I wasn't as worried. But good lord, 3 electric types in a row is actually a big problem for our team. Like, actually problematic. You're evolving. Did you have to level up at night? Because it's night now, apparently. Did you have to level up at night? Is that the thing? Or did it just happen to be 1 level higher than I was hoping it would be? Either way, I'm glad to have it evolve. We'll see if we gain an extra type here. It doesn't look like we would based on the evolution I saw. It looks like it just gets bigger. So I don't see why it would change types here. Houndstone, unless it becomes... Okay, let's say unless it becomes rock because it has the stone in it now. But okay. Houndstone, he's a little skeleton-y dog now. Was he a skeleton dog before and I just didn't notice and he just looks more skeleton-y now? Wants to learn Last Respects. That sounds like it makes us faint. The user attacks to avenge its allies. The more defeated allies there are in the user's party, the greater the move's power. I mean, look, that should always be 50 base power for us. But it's better than Helping Hand. And it's nice to have a physical ghost-type move that can hit immediately instead of Phantom Force. Because, I mean, using that twice is the same as using Phantom Force once. But Phantom Force comes with the advantage of making the enemy miss one of their attacks. We didn't battle 7 trainers today, did we? I don't think we got to a full 7. Right? But we'll go talk to the guy and see how many we're missing. Hello. I actually did not see them and meant to use the speed boost, not the jump. And so we would have just gone smack into them. I see the gym there. I'm trying to avoid any cutscenes about getting close to the gym real quick. So we're going to go heal up, and then, what are our levels looking like? 42, 45, 41, 42, 40, 41. I'll probably train us up just a little bit to even out our levels some. Probably go for like 43, 42 on the team overall. Probably throw some of our candies out there. I don't think we got 7. We did already have 1, so maybe? We've defeated 7. Perfect. Lovely. We got Flare Blitz. Okay. Also, I need to remember, hang on, I know we were trying to wrap up here because the episode's already long, but I need to remember that we wanted to see if anything can learn Earth Power, because we could really use that. We can learn Earth Power. That's pretty tempting to put on. That's pretty tempting here, actually. That's pretty good coverage for us. We could get rid of Flamethrower. Flamethrower is very similar to Torch Song. We could also get rid of Hyper Voice. Maybe it's just Hyper Voice. Our ability is still Blaze. If our ability was like Loud Voice or whatever it is that like powers up voice things, maybe that's his hidden ability. That should be his hidden ability. He'd be really strong with that. We definitely want to keep Shadow Ball. We definitely want to keep Torch Songs. That move is just insane. Question is do we need to rock both Flamethrower and Torch Song, or does Hyper Voice actually give us some better coverage? What's a situation in which we want to use Hyper Voice when we have Shadow Ball, Earth Power, and Torch Song? If we're against a Ghost type, no. Hyper Voice doesn't do it. If we're against a Dark type, Flamethrower is better. If we're against a Grass type, no. Water type, Shadow Ball's better. Steel type, Shadow Ball's better. Fairy type, Flamethrower is better. I can't think of a single situation in which we'd want Hyper Voice over any of these other coverage moves. If we have dual types, if they're a flying water type, Shadow Ball's better. I can't think of a single situation, so we're going to get rid of Hyper Voice here. Hyper Voice is a strong move, but when you're not normal type, you don't have that stab for it. It's not as strong. And I like Earth Power. We really needed some coverage for that, and I think that's really, really good for us. Flash Cannon is kind of tempting, except we don't really want it on Kaza, I don't think. I don't think Kaza is really great for the team. Doesn't feel like it's really providing us with all that much. But then again, I haven't really given her that fair of a shake, to be fair. Just going through real quick. Okay, well, that'll do it for this one. We will wrap up here. Probably train up just a little bit before we go and take on this gym. I should heal before I forget, because that would be silly. That would be very silly to not heal. And then we'll take on the gym next episode. So heal, just level up a teensy bit. I feel like we're right about where we want to be, where the game's challenging, but we do keep getting ourselves stuck in that same cycle of a crit will knock us out, so I need to heal. A crit will knock us out, so I need to heal. We're stuck in that cycle over and over and over again, and it doesn't seem worth it to risk it. Why would I risk it? Like I would just have to be playing worse, or riskier at least, in order to compensate for it. We can just play it safe, but that's just how I am. That's the kind of battler I am. I'd rather be overly cautious, especially when we've already lost Mons, and sometimes there's random power spikes that are nowhere, and we can't afford to lose the game because I cannot start over at this point. There's just absolutely no way. We got to finish the game today. That's good for this one, though. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, see ya next time.